I'm in my office. I'm back in my office, rapping and dancing. Last month we made a decent income from David Allen Capital. I know I'm not rhyming, but it doesn't matter the timing. All right, I'll cut it out. All right, I'm almost 40 years old. So check this out. We're about to talk about marketing. And listen, I need you guys to really, really get this. All right. Now, this isn't a critique or this isn't a criticism to those agents that I see working the business. Okay. But understand that even though we deal with financial products, and it is important for us to know the products that we market, our main objective is to be marketers of the product. Far too often, I see individuals overly concerned with the nuances of the financial product instead of immersing themselves into being effective marketers. Okay? Will you have clients to ask you the ins and outs of a loan? Yes, you will. But I can tell you that if a person needs or wants the loan, okay, if you say, hey, let me get you in front of Wade, or hey, let me get you in front of our back office, all right, if they really want it, they will get it. Because you don't not know it, all right, it's not like you will lose the sale if they were truly committed to getting the product. All right. If they were finicky, they were going to be finicky regardless if you answered the question or not. Now, the reason I say this isn't that you aren't well informed and well rounded about the services that you provide, because that's ideal. But what I don't want you to get into is I don't want you to become a loan officer. All right. The reason why is because you're an entrepreneur trying to grow a business. And as an entrepreneur, our time is over leveraged. All right. Our energy, our systems, and our processes, all right, are all condensed and crammed into being the most efficient we can within a 24-hour period. And becoming a loan officer in your own business is not the most efficient use of your time. With that said, when you have a potential prospect and they may ask detailed questions, doesn't mean you get a PhD in our loans and services. All it means is, hey, you know what? Let me get you the answer to that, or let me put you in front of the people who could answer that effectively, because I don't want to tell you any misleading information. A loan that I had last month from a trucking company, which by the way is my particular niche. I told him those exact words. He asked me a complicated question, and I said, listen, I don't want to mess up that answer for you, so let me put you in front of the person who can answer that. All right. And that's how you should conduct yourself. Again, this isn't a critical statement that I'm making against the company and masses, but I see it far too often, especially in our groups, in our DAC groups, that people want to know all the ins and outs of these products in order to sell them. And that's actually not how you sell them. All right. We have a team. We have a back office. Use them. Use the people who are there to answer those questions. All right. So listen, I really need you guys to get this in terms of marketing, because I'm here to grow a 7-figure business. I want you to grow a 7-figure business. All right. This is a very important and critical piece into growing. And I know you can, because you're Team Alpha Pride. All right. What I'm about to say makes the difference between you growing a massive expansion of a business and not making any money at all. And that is, listen to what I'm about to say. You need to become an expert in a niche. All right. You need to niche yourself down. All right. And the reason I say that is because there's a Chinese proverb that says a man that chases two rabbits catches none. Now, You might be saying, well, Tony, I see people who market to grocery stores. I see people that market to auto mechanics. I see people that market to florist shops. And while you could close loans, if you want to really build a business where you are making a full-time income, where you are making a consistent income, then you have to be the go-to person in that particular industry. And what that means planting a flag in this industry and saying, hey, if you guys need financial products, you need financing, then I am the person within that industry. And you can't do that chasing multiple industries. All right. Just a bit about myself real quick. I come from the trucking and logistics niche. All right. Before I got to David Allen Capital, and this what really blew my mind when I stepped into David Allen Capital, as an entrepreneur, when I saw the opportunity to have a business where I could essentially not only make full-time income, but I could really blow this operation out of the waters by instituting the things that I've learned as an entrepreneur so far. I had a business that ran me. All right. All the processes, all the products and everything I had to come up with. All right. David Allen Capital allows you to have that experience with them, with the company putting a lot of that stuff in place. So I chose to stay in the same industry that I came out of and be the go-to person for truck financing, for truck repair financing, for diesel mechanic, consumer financing options. If you wanted to buy a trailer, we could finance that. But the thing I'm saying is this, listen, all of you guys have life experiences. All of you guys have come from some kind of industry, whether you know it or not. Even if you didn't work there or have a business there, you may be a consumer in that particular industry. Or you might just particularly like that industry. You know about it. The reason why I'm able to convert at such a high rate in the truck industry is because I know them and I talk the lingo. There's a lingo that you talk. And what I want you to do is plant your flag in that industry. Remember, you can't go around chasing every industry. All right? Not if you want to build a multiple 6-figure, 7-figure business within this company. You have to niche yourself down. More so, you actually have to build a brand underneath it. All right. And you might be like, but Tony, I'm a DAC agent. How do I build a brand? And it's easy. So what I do, and you could take my lead for whatever particular niche that you do, that you're working in, is I generally take the first name of the industry and put financing behind it and build a brand. Now, if you want to create an LLC and everything like that, then that's your prerogative. But listen to me, you don't have to. All right. But what you do need to do is build a social media presence around it. So, for example, I have Big Rig Financing. All right. And on the page, to be compliant, I make sure I say an authorized partner of David Allen Capital Services. All right. So if you are, for the ladies, you guys like to go to the hair salon, or you're in the hair care products, salons, beauty salons could be your industry. All right. You could go out, create a Gmail account, create a Facebook account, create a LinkedIn, and pretty much start a little brand inside of David Allen and say, hey, I'm the hair salon financing at gmail.com. I send all my Gmail, my cold emailing from this account. I run social media ads from this account. Authorized partner of David Allen Capital. All right. But it's imperative that inside the business that you build, listen to me. It's not enough just simply to say, hey, I do business financing. All right. Not unless you come from the banking industry, another industry where you work with businesses and maybe you have an extensive book of business. If you're like myself and you needed to build from the ground up, you need to create a brand within this industry. All right. So think about it. Think about some of your hobbies, where you dine at, where you spend your money at, where do you work at? You know, what industries do you know where you can speak the lingo and you could do this industry financing, all right? And that'll be your brand, all right? So listen, a little bit about marketing. We'll get into some of the weeds in the next video. But listen, if you don't start your brand within this industry, you will struggle. Can you do business? Can you close loans? Yes, you can. But it's very important that you become the go-to person in a particular niche. All right. With that said, we're too heavy right now. We're gonna bring it back up. But listen, it's Tony Brown, Team Alpha Pride. If you're not building your dream, then you're building somebody else's. Get to the next video.